Hey everyone, Noble Comics here, and we're talking about this X-Men Hellfire Gala, which, if you've been on the superhero comic book Twitter, it's got a lot of drama surrounding it, and because, they revealed a bunch of designs for the X-Men, and there's been a lot of backlash for these designs. A lot of the people that I follow on Twitter, a lot of, the old comic book fans and the Comicsgate crowd, been hating on the designs and how this is another step in the wrong direction for Marvel and all that stuff. And I kind of actually have to disagree, and I don't think it's that big of a deal with this. So, set up a few things. The Hellfire Gala, Hellfire Club in Marvel, it's basically like the Illuminati, the super elite, planning the world events and all that stuff. The X-Men are going to a club. I don't really know why. I haven't been following the X-Men run because it has not been good. But this little event that they're doing with the different designs, I think is a good idea because, one, I think smaller events, sort of self-contained within the books, is not a bad idea. Not everything has to be a big earth-shattering event, which I've critiqued before, so I think that's a good idea. And it's like a real hoity-toity type place, so of course they're gonna they're getting all dressed up, and it's kind of just like a fun, get dressed up for the Hellfire Gala. And I feel like this is the kind of stuff that if it had come out a decade ago, 2 decades maybe, I don't think there'd be drama around it, because I feel like this is a step in the right direction. Is every design great? No, but it doesn't have to be for it to be a step in the right direction, because it's just kind of fun comic book stuff. Oh, they're going into a gala, so they get to get dressed up and do whatever. I'll say, you take this batch of outfits, I think these all look stupid. I'll say that. I think these all look dumb, but again, it's just for a fun little side event, so I don't think that's that big of a deal. But yeah, these look stupid. These, I saw people get upset about. They're just, wearing suits, and nothing wrong with that. Wolverine wearing a suit, who cares? They look fine. And I think these look, Mr. Sinister, I think, looks cool. Mystique Exits looks cool. Psylocke, Havoc, I think those all look pretty cool. And then these I've seen, the most critique about, but I think these look the best. I think all of these designs look cool. I mean, Sunfire, that just looks badass. If that became his go-to look, I wouldn't mind. Now, this dude, don't know who that is, but I think he looks fine. Then I saw a lot of people hating on the Colossus design. I think Colossus looks like a pimp, He looks pretty badass. I like the beard and everything. Now, is that your X-Men Colossus that you grew up reading? No. But again, this is for a special event. So he's getting dressed up. I think it looks badass. I think X-23 looks fine, and I think Cannonball looks pretty cool. So I think that there's just a lot of hate around this event. I'll reveal all the new designs, which usually the new designs they reveal look stupid, and you can make fun of them. But the art here looks pretty good. The designs, some of them aren't great, but for the most part, they're fine. Not that big of a deal. Definitely nothing to get all upset about. And this is one of those things where I feel like the, comic fandom is making a mistake, because there's got to be a little bit of give and take. Most of the steps they make are just in the wrong direction, and they're stupid and they're garbage. But if they do take a step that's not in the wrong direction, even if it's a side step or if it's a slight step forward, even if it's not what we want fully, you should still be in favor of it, just because it's at least a step that's not backwards. It's at least better than what they have been doing. And at the end of the day, the goal should be for Marvel to be great again, for Marvel to get back to how it was, a few decades ago, back to great stories and great characters. And if we want that to happen, then I think stuff like this should be welcomed, The artist gets to have a little bit of fun with the designs. It sounds like a cool premise. You know, they're in this like Illuminati gala. You know, I think there's a lot of fun and cool and interesting stuff that could happen with that. And it's one that I might actually pick up. We'll see, but I think it looks fine. I think it's getting a lot of outrage that it doesn't necessarily deserve, and I think that if we really want Marvel to get better, if that is the goal, then stuff like this should be looked at least with like a, hey, you know, not bad. But, you know, let me know what you guys think, what you guys have been seeing about it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.